Seem like someone is mowing the lawn now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Captivated Mind. I'm your host, Mike Harrison. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be here today talking to you, lovely people out in the YouTube universe. I just want to say thank you guys once again. As of this recording, I see that I have 29 subscribers, and I am so thankful for those who have subscribed to my channel. And I hope all is well with you. I hope that you guys will like, comment, and share. Keep following me, and also share my videos with people that you may have known as well. As I said, please like, comment. I'm gonna start reading more of the comments to see the pointers that you guys send me, and anything that you would like me to talk about, you can send it as well. So this channel is about growth, right? My goal for myself is to become a better version of myself on a daily basis. A lot of us, I think we stop focusing on our personal growth when we reach a certain level in life. And I believe life is so spectacular and so beautiful, for us to just stay in as we were, keep getting better each and every day, being more empathetic, more loving, more caring, and more involved with the community. Because the thing is, the isolation is what hurts a community and cause problems later on in the future. It's like with technology, we have grown a lot closer, but we're grown so much apart because most of us, we are just in our phones. We need to stop and, the old saying used to say, stop and smell the roses, but we need to stop and talk to somebody sometimes. The communication is needed. So, so this channel is about self-growth, for each individual, and also this is kind of, I guess, my journal to myself, because I'm working on some things within my life in order to become a better version of myself. And so I will share these topics, I share these points of views with you, so see if you guys are going through the same thing, and maybe you guys can offer me some pointers or suggestion as well. Not only that, maybe you can learn from what I'm doing in order to help you to improve your life, to become a better version of yourself. So, not claiming to be a professional, not claiming to be better than anyone. For those who are walking in faith, the Bible tells us that we are all working out our own salvation through fear and trembling. So I don't have the capacity to judge you on your lifestyle, and I hope you don't judge me on mine, but we can educate each other, and we can help to build each other, and we can encourage each other. That is something that is always welcome. So today's lesson, this will be my 11th video. I've done a few shorts, but I'm just calling this is my 11th episode. And today's title is consistently inconsistent. That is something that I am so guilty of. And for those of you who started on my channel with me, you can see you see how inconsistent I can be. But for me, it's working on becoming better in that arena, valuing your time and valuing mine as well, but to be more deliberate. So I went and I looked up the word consistent. Many of you know the definition already. This is not an attack on your intelligence. It's just the way that I like to define words when I discuss certain things, because words have meaning, and sometimes I think we pull away from the original meaning of certain words. So the definition is consistent is a mark of harmony, right? For those of you who are singers or who make music, or things of that nature, you know what harmony is when things basically come together and there's some form of resonance. Regularity, a steady continuing, and then free from let's say variations or contradictions. My problem, my Achilles heel is variations. The thing is, a lot of things draw my attention when it comes to music, when it comes to technology, when it comes to, travel, different aspect of life. Like I'm easily drawn. Videography, photography, any skill, anything of that nature. There's variations, the variety of things, the spice of life, they draw me, right? And because of that now, it pulls me away from a lot of things and it breaks my consistency because I will switch from one thing to another, right? And there are things that contradicts, because if I have certain life path or goals and I do something that hinders that, then that becomes a contradiction to what my goal or my path is. What I start to do is to look inside, to see myself and to learn what is going on within me. And I think it's important, it's vital for each and every one of us to identify what our weaknesses, what our problems is, what our Achilles heel are, so that we can prepare to do better or to improve. So our past creates and consistently our consistent inconsistency, right? So what happened is, once you're growing up as a child, that's when inconsistency start, because most of us, we start something and we don't finish when we're children, right? And then as we grow up, we maintain that habit, and then that habit becomes ingrained in us. So in order for us to fix this inconsistency, we have to be deliberate. We have to take deliberate actions in everything we do. For me and people who are like me that have all these different variations, you have to start cutting those variations. So if there's 50 things on your mind, reduce it to five. It seems like a lot, but the thing is, reduce it to what you can accomplish within the year, and then the next year you can add more in order to get to what it is that you're trying to attain, right? But you have to be deliberate, have to trim the variation, and not only that, you have to look for contradictions. If there's something that you want to do and there's something that will violate that or come against that, now you have to make those adjustments to take those things out of your life so that you can focus on what it is that matters, that truly matters to you. And what this other step is, or this other thing I think is very important, we need to celebrate the small wins, right? Because the thing is, most of the time we lack the motivation because things become very mundane, right? But the thing is, if you start celebrating the small wins to your life path or to your goals, then that will also motivate you to start doing things a lot more. So example that I will give is, if you say that I'm going to study for 5 days, 2 hours each day, and you on day one you did your 2 hours, you celebrate that. That doesn't Do not get distracted from what it is that you're doing, but celebrate that, because you have accomplished a certain goal, right? Day two, you might do 2 or 3 hours, celebrate that as well. Day three, let's say you do 1 hour on day three, you still did something, and you still do something according to that goal, right? But the thing is, do not deviate from it. Go back on track and hit that 2 hour mark on day four, and so on and so forth. But celebrate the small wins in order to help you get motivated. And not only that, a vital thing too is, for a person like me who is very inconsistent, it's good to have someone to hold you sorry, someone to hold you accountable. And I'm so thankful that my little brother, he looks out for me in that way. And he'll tell me time after time, oh, you need to stay focused. And even though he says that and it seems easy for someone like me, I know that it has to start in my mind first. I have to have my mind so focused on what I'm doing, and then make that decision and do it. So it's not as easy as he would say it, but the motivation or the encouragement that he gives makes me want to set a plan and to be deliberate in my actions and to be deliberate in my step so that I can attain those goals. And now we're talking about goals. I really believe that we need to set life paths, right? So these paths in life is very certain levels that we want to attain, or we want to reach, right? I believe everyone should have that, because sometimes when people set goals and they reach their goal, then they plateau and they don't set more goals in order to go or achieve higher. So my thing is set a level in life where you want to reach or what you want to attain, right? But don't minimize it, and then continue to grow, right? And I believe that you know, in my next video I'm going to be talking about my example of levels of life that we should choose. And the thing is, it is for you to decide what it is or what level you want to attain or want to achieve. And once you reach that level, have be content within it, right? So I was saying that when you set your levels, and once you set the levels, now you need to take small, meticulous, and deliberate steps in reaching those goals. And the reason why you want to take small and meticulous step, right, is because you don't want to get distracted. You don't want to veer off the path. Not only that, too, you want to have your eyes open for opportunities that complements what it is that you're doing. If it contradicts what you're doing, those are not the steps that you need to take. You have to be meticulous, you have to be deliberate, and you have to be vigilant on what it is that you're doing. Because the thing is, sometimes once you have that goal set or you have that path set and you're making your stride towards it, it will draw the attention of people who are like mind, people that you network in, that can help expedite the whole process. So I think that is very important to pay attention to. I shouldn't be eating gum while doing this. Sorry about that. Not only that, one thing that I think is very important, which something that I do quite a bit, is do not beat yourself up if you slip back into bad habits. The thing is, bad habits are habits that was created over years, some people for decades and over time. And so when you beat yourself up, that brings discouragement. Realize that you're human. We're human, we make mistakes, and then to break habits we have to take deliberate steps. Don't think of it as a failure, right? My belief is this: a true failure is when you stop doing, right? So if you say you want to run a 5K, right? 5K is 3.2 miles, right? If you want to run a 5K and then you're training for it, but you're not used to running, right? And then you miss out a day or 2 days, don't view that as a failure. What you need to do is regroup, and on day number 3 you go out there and you continue what you're doing, right? And then deliberately set a time, set out your clothes, set out your shoes, to deliberately go out there and do those exercises in order to build yourself in order to do that 5K. Is when you stop and when you give up, that is when true failure comes in. But the thing that I love about life is, even if you give up for 5 years, right, on year number 6 you can still set deliberate goals and still attain those things that you set 5 years ago. That's what I love about life. As long as you're still breathing, you are capable of attaining and reaching higher heights, right? If I remember correctly, the creator or the founder of Wendy's, he was 60 years old when he started it. 60. And so a lot of us, we think, oh, it's too late for me, it's too late for me, when we're in our mid to late 20s, or early to mid to late 30s or 40s. But this gentleman, when he was 60, started a successful restaurant named Wendy's. So guys, we have no excuse. We just need to work on our mindset to become a better version of ourselves. So I just really want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, please comment and subscribe. Please share this video, and let me know what it is that you would suggest that I do next. So, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, guys, be mindful of what you allow to control or to capture your mind. Your mind is a powerful thing, and a lot of things, a lot of programs, a lot of vices are out there to distract us from things that are important, to distract us from growth, to distract us from building community, right? And a lot of us, we need to realize the importance of community too, because the thing is, even with technology, and I believe I mentioned this already, even with technology, when we which pulls us all together, we are so divided because the thing is of our views, and we don't really stop to smell the roses, we don't really stop to talk to somebody, to engage with people. So guys, be mindful of what captures your mind, and always try to improve, always try to do better, because the thing is, better is out there, but sometimes we are the ones that have to affect the change that we see coming. So as I said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, because it's only Tuesday. So have a wonderful week and be safe. Thank you for watching Captivated Mind. Peace.